All right, here we are in the barrel room at 10 Minutes by Tractor with Charlie and Imogen. We've just, I suppose, got all of the wines now snug away in barrel, and thought maybe it was a good time to reflect a little bit on the 2025 vintage, which we've just had. It was quite an amazing vintage, and thought you guys might be interested just to hear a few reflections on the year, and I suppose the wines that are going to be released in the future.
Yeah, we had a fantastic vintage, a little bit earlier than previous years, purely because we had such a beautiful summer here in the Mornington Peninsula, so ideal ripening conditions. And I think just overall across Chardonnay and Pinot, we saw some fabulous strengths across both varieties, lovely flavours, persistence, amazing colour in the Pinots, and tannin structure. So yeah, we're pretty happy with the 25 vintage.
Yeah, it's just had this most incredible summer. We had one of the most beautiful summers I can remember.
Yeah.
And we had those warmer temperatures, probably 3 to 4 degrees warmer than average. So around that sort of 25 to 28 degrees, sort of, and beautiful blue skies, very little rain, no disease pressure.
Oh, lovely.
And just and nothing, and we didn't have any really hot days, so some quite cool nights. What do you think, Charlie?
Oh, just what you mentioned, I think across both white and reds is looking amazing with fruit purity and nice concentration, but this lovely level of acidity that comes through and really freshens up the wine. So they're just looking fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that beautiful summer just relates, back into picking conditions where we were just able to pick exactly when we wanted to, and really just make the most out of each individual parcel and getting the best out of it in terms of, those lovely flavours, that acid drive, the mineral element in the Chardonnay that we're looking at now. But yeah, such strengths in the Pinots as well, and the reds,
Yes.
lower and upper.
Yeah, I was going to say the consistency of the vintage from here in the down the hill in the lower parts of the peninsula and up the hill and the high parts of the peninsula has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Really cracking wines really from up and down, and both Chardonnay and Pinot is looking great. What are you liking about the Chardonnays, Charlie? And how would you describe, say, what you're seeing so far versus, say, maybe the more recent vintages like 24, 23?
I think this year it's really just about that purity of fruit.
Yeah.
I think, as we've mentioned, we had this lovely ripening period where flavours just developed in line with phenolic ripeness as well. So you've got wines with lovely fruit, lovely acid retention, and also phenolic ripeness. So they're beautifully textured and
Evenly balanced.
yeah.
I think pretty exciting vintage, and we're as much as we're excited about Chardonnay and Pinot, we're on our way towards those aromatic whites, and we're just as stoked about them as our main core variety Chardonnay and Pinot.
So let's talk a little bit about those just really quickly. So we've got the Pinot Gris, the 10x Pinot Gris that'll be coming out, and obviously the State Pinot Gris. And then we have a new wine that we've made from a combination of different white varieties that we have across a couple of vineyards down here, a field blend white.
Yeah, so still under the 10x label. We're so happy with how this wine's got really aromatic, beautiful presence of acid, lovely sort of savoury edges as well. So I think the combination of the different varieties, you can see each pops of each of the varieties in that wine, so really lifted and beautiful drink coming into the back end of the year.
Yeah, well that's right, and then you've got the rosé as well, which is these are the first wines that will be released from 25.
Yeah,
I mean, they just scream sort of spring and summer as well.
yeah,
You're putting them together and you're tasting the wine.
Yeah.
Sort of start thinking like summer barbecue.
Yeah.
Be really exciting.
It is. So we've just been finishing them over the last week and starting to look at some bottling of those early ones. But Well, there's a lot to look forward to from 2025, and cheers for that.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.